careful, the camera's on there. Just...
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm working on it. What? Well, you can take her out that away.
Ready? Let's go. Yep.
I'm working on it. Just hang on. What? You can wait for me. Can't you?
Yep.
Well, that would be nice. I'm working on this right now. So I'm watering. Oh, those are shells that have to be done. Oh, God fucking damn. Okay, I forgot. Put that there. I've got so many things that I just haven't done, you know? Come on, let's go. Yes, I'm coming too. Yeah, yes, come on. Okay, do you want to do a dog poop thing? Now, she's done this since I've been out here, Tim. She's done that. I don't know if she did those. I never noticed. I just ran constant. But this has to be done for tomorrow, before tomorrow anyway, okay? Oh, God. Yes, hi Sadie, I see that. It's over the fucking place. I know, this is a good girl. That is a good girl. If I can get some of the garbage cleaned up around here, I'm sure that would make me feel better. It's just got so much, like newspapers and, like, I've got an entire day of whatever. I should have dragged those to the back tonight. I've got my foot on taped. It's a little better. That water bottle isn't garbage. It's to collect water to water plants, believe it or not. So... Hi. We're here. Hello. And oh, hi, that's me. By the way, my whatever feels real icky. There, right there. Hello. This hurts like hell. It just, and I've untaped my foot, and it's feeling wonky, but it's not throbbing. I may have lost circulation in it today with the boots and the tape and I really taped it. But yeah, if I could get garbage mess cleaned up, it's literally. Newspapers should have gone out, and I said to myself, there's so much junk to throw out, but you know, if I just got rid of some of the garbage and tidied it up, I would probably feel a lot better, wouldn't I? Yeah, well, I probably would. So, okay, there we are. You're on camera. So you managed to ride today to Abbotsford and back.
A little over 60K today.
Yeah, I suspect, well, it was probably over 60K because I dragged you through the back roads up and down. So I suspect it's closer to 80. It isn't direct to Abbotsford and back. That isn't what we did. There, with all those extra side roads, those, you know, those thing when I took you through the back area.
Yeah.
So, but I worried, Tim, because your memory just, you know, cut your beard. Excuse me. Like, I did not.
No,
I did not tell you either that you were going to do potatoes tomorrow. I never said that. I said specifically today. And I said that when we were coming in, doing that, because you're going to take the eggs up and do those. Yeah.
one thing I didn't get done with the bitches.
So I take it doing those tonight too. You're running that full tilt.
You know I am.
Well, I won't do this then unless you get it back on pulse. Now, believe it or not, I have raked a bunch of this up and it's all over the place again. I don't quite know where it's still coming from because it doesn't seem to be coming off the tree.
Don't know.
But yeah, just lots of things. Towels hanging all over the place, you know, and dead plant pots. And if I can get it quasi-tidied up or something, or I don't know. That has ashes in it from a year and a half ago. Most of anything out here was done 2 years ago. Anything, and it's basically sat since. I don't know, just. Calm and then paint my fingernails tonight, I guess. I don't know. So I'll try to remain calm. I've wondered if I just shoved things out front, if somebody would walk off with them. It would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Depends on what it is.
Back in a minute. Oh, God, fucking damn. Oh. Okay, you've got to quit pulling on this, okay?
Yeah.
Because at least it's propped for the winter. It will sink in the summer a bit. Oh. It's sort of like with those blue containers. I don't know if you could lift them with me. I don't think that you can. They should need to go back over and just tidy it up. You know, get garbage bags off the swing and boxes and whatnot, and not over in there. And I would feel a lot better. The worst of it is it's like, oh, okay, that would be great. What if I could do that tomorrow? Well, by the time I get out of the language thing and I organize her assignment, and like the day's gone again. Do you see when I said if I could have 2 weeks, just 2 weeks to say I'm going to get up and do this stuff. And I don't know when to even do it. Otherwise, I could have 1 hour to come out here and try to rake. I have the feeling that if I set that box of wood out there, somebody would walk away with it. It's got gunk in it, and I don't feel like, I don't know what to do with it. It's just... Mercy, girl. It might be good to sit out here with her for a few minutes at least. Anyway, hi. Okay, you didn't lose your black tie. It's still on this one.
Where are you, Liz?
Well, you need to get it off of this one. Take it off of this now. It needs to be for a bike. It doesn't go on this and stay on this one, does it?
This is one.
I guess you did that wrong. It has to go over the top and down the bottom, or however else you want to table, because you will lose it on these, and we won't know where it is, and I have to go build another one. I'm not so sure how special it makes it now that we can't see anybody. So now it's so special we see them. That somehow this is a payoff. No, this is not a payoff. It isn't that kind of special. It isn't like, oh, this is so wonderful. It's just that I want to cry. It just reinforces that life is screwed. Life is screwed. Life is screwed. So it's wonderful to see people, and it's like this horrible high and low, all at the same time, even talking about it. I'm not the only one who's kind of there. I know that. I thought it was surprising that there were people who never spoke to it. Those are the ones that are feeling it. Okay? That happened the other night. This one dude, I don't know. Al says, he said, well, you know so-and-so? I said, you look familiar. I don't know. It's been 2 years. And then I just started to tear up. And Al just looks at me and I said, you know, I don't think I'm the only one feeling this way. And this guy looked at me, he says, no, you're not. And he didn't tear up. But I mean, it was like all over his face. Like, you know, it just got real stoic. Okay? So I'm not the only one feeling like this. So that comments today on drumming and that, like, oh, and now it makes it so special and we can see each other on Zoom. And no, actually, that's why it doesn't make it special. It's the same reason why she does not go to drum circle as you. She says, I can't do it. It's just not the same. The singing just, well, it is possible, gets to me, and see, that's what I mean by it. Just more like drives it back home that the world is screwed.
These are native cigarettes.
That's, yeah, they are.
They're buying it for $5 a pack. I know that because a lot of the guys at Harrison sold them.
Can you find me somebody who can deliver them?
Don't find who's still working now.
There's Sadie, so she's almost
That's the girl.
almost tired of being out here.
That's the girl.
Yeah, I don't even know how to start tonight. I could actually come up in my head, like, okay, we could do this, and this. You know, put the box outside, get the blue bins over there, get everything swept down. Do that thing there. The metal can go outside. and I'll set it out front. But that would put you out front doing that first.
Doing Sadie. Still my girl.
Waiting for us to go in, so what are we going to watch?
I got a couple of them.
That would be good. Got
Want to go in?
Freaking hanging baskets there. I could put a bunch of the loose plant junk in those. Think anybody would walk off with the tires if I put them out front? Who knows, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm better putting them on back. Saw that.
I felt it.
Oh, well, what, yeah. Yeah, that's what you did.
I think so.
Yeah. If we got started by, say, 10:30, I might even get that off of there. That would be really incredible. Yeah, I just might, if I can plan it properly here.
It's more saying that language, isn't it?
Yeah, that too. I'm gonna put my shirt off in here. We'll go find something to watch. And you tell me what you had to watch. Yeah, just getting garbage out of here would be such a cool thing.
You ready?
Yeah, that's got to go on the table. Oh, God. Puppy. Wait a minute, I'm coming along here. We're trying to. Oh, God. Okay, there's our picture for the night. Oh yeah, okay, come on, let's go. What a good girl.
Yes, I'm coming. Let's go.
Oh, you got the dog from out here too.
Yes.
There's Sadie's. Yes, there's Sadie's. Yeah, this might be good for my foot. Okay, you're coming in here, right? Yes, it's Tinkies. I figured out what she was freaking out about. The deodorant I'm using. And I think that's what she was just all over herself. It's the natural deodorant. So maybe it's got something in it like mint or I don't know. It's sort of an herbal smell. Yes, that might be what was making you crazy.
I don't know stroke. Doug said I know the beat behind Wayne. I thought that okay.
Where did you find this?
I guess in my garden, man. Watching me, you know, he just found. I went.
I like it already. Thank you. I just can't get over this. This hurts like a living fucking bejesus. And I almost thought I was going to go off the road. I didn't know what it was. I got this burning, sharp pain right here.
What is he doing?
Do you see how it's like, what's going on? And then I thought I felt movement. I thought, oh my God, it's a wasp. It's something. But I really, it just hit, and it was like a little knife, and then it burned, and I thought, what the fuck's wrong with me? I got to get this bike over.
And then I found out that he was an Indian.
And yeah, my biggest fear is when I got the helmet up, thinking, okay, what if it comes up? Now it's underneath my visor. More comfortable taking your freaking shoes off. You look more normal.
What they're saying is you're going to influence their line.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this. This hurts like really fucking Jesus. If it was a hornet or wasp, I could have a reaction. I've had them before. I'm thrilled. Actually, it was a bee, because I can usually sustain those.
In the whole southeast area.
I guess I'm back to that thing of why has Lou got one of these? That's a significant one. Why do I own it now? Where? Yeah. Like it's. It's not.
What you would hear.
It's not.
I've heard people
something. They were poor people. Thompsons were poor people. It isn't like he had it to go and buy this incredible instrument. Like, and he said it came down through the line. That's all I know. I don't know who it fucking came from. He said we've had this for a long time, and I got it. So where did it fucking come from? From who? That says in family. Yeah, it doesn't say it was a trade. It's just, that's my banjo. No, wrong. It hasn't got the metal fret, or the metal clips. So it's like the violin in there. It's not an expensive one, but it's a unique one that, I don't know what's his name said. Wayne said to me, he said, well, this is odd too. So I don't know. Like, I don't even know who to ask. Who would I ask nowadays? Nobody. Why have I got these? I don't know. They were my grandfather's, and they came down through the family. What does that mean? That means it came down through the family.
Although they can't really agree on anything.
I don't see somebody spending money or trading their daughter for these pieces. They were owned by people who came into the family.
Singers, songwriter, the whole package, the greatest one that ever was.
Because you know what? I don't look like him, and he's a white dude.
If you try to convince them to come up with that answer,
the more I look at myself, I look like I look like through even Stevenson's and Lou. I saw that today in the picture. I took a picture. I uploaded them, this thing. And I saw the jowls, and I went, where did this come from?
To listen to. There's nothing as a media as listening to that stuff. It's like a bomb on all.
Yeah, you're grinning, the jowls.
I mean, his sound is so guttural and so...
Those are not...
It sounds like
what
the
I
aisles.
imagine that time must have
I don't
felt
know
like.
where they
Like, it's
come
just-
from. They come from
he's
that
just getting it out.
that
There's,
square.
he's
I'm
not
sorry,
trying to make it pretty.
indigenous.
It's
This is
just-
interesting because this gives me a whole different thought. I've often thought that black connection, maybe it's not. Like you saw three of the black guys there with those big square and the jowl faces.
Bonnie Raitt, the list goes on and on and on.
Charlie Patton was
Watching.
His music
He was the baddest motherfucker.
back to
I like that. I grabbed her tail. I grabbed her tail.
traditional
Ooh.
song.
Oh, this is my area. Look at this. It's like, how dare you? Yeah, I'm that tall. Look at me. I'm that tall. Well, without your arm there, you do look better with your beard done. Would you please try to shave?
Through the show.
Okay. You do look tidier. Like I said, I thought of trying to do your hair. Oh, there she jumped. Your hair, get you cleaned up. So, you know, it's like the summer thing. And you might not look 85. And what gets me now, I'm astounded he's doing it with the beard. He looks 82. Ow! I like this.
And once again,
That's the blues.
that mystery of what it is and how awesome it is goes right back down Charlie Patton, Dockery Farms.
Charlie Patton, eh? Okay. That's the blues. Yeah. And what they call the blues now don't sound like the blues. Oh my good God, I remember this.
That was actually,
I didn't really understand it.
We used to mic the
I
floor,
remember this too.
you know, so when we came out,
Right.
the stomping sounded
What?
like a herd of buffalo
Right.
coming, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
it really sounded loud.
I didn't fully
Here we
understand.
were,
at the
four
time.
young Native Americans doing these chants, these primitive chants, and then all of a sudden go into this rock and roll, and they put the two together, and the people would just say, wow, what's going on, and what's going on, you know? They couldn't believe it. Here they are, these four Indians with garb and moccasins and all the things that they've seen in film actually playing rock, you know. And our album came out and it just took off and it went crazy.
they were a great band, and a great artist, you know. It's not easy to come up with a really accessible, funky, heartfelt hit single. That's not an easy thing to do, and they did it.
Because he felt they had better rhythm. And he always mentioned Randy as being a direct connection to that indigenous energy and that rhythm. That he,
Talking about Randy Rhoads.
Yeah. And so, apart from all of what I've been babbling about cleaning up around here, it was nice to go out on the bike with you. You didn't do bad,
She was the
actually.
goddess of fertility. The mother
I was not even doing the speed limit.
from whom all life originally
Well,
sprang.
you were way behind even on that.
And you wanted the babies.
Well,
I
that
find when you're driving, all of a sudden your
You
speed
wanted
was
your
slow.
crops to grow.
Then it was
You
speed.
I was doing approximately 60 regularly in 80 zones, and you were way behind. And I would have to slow Tim to approximately 50 to get you to catch up.
To emphasize her caring nature,
Now that
Isis
is
was
how
often
you are
shown
riding,
with a baby
not what that
on
bike
her
can do.
knees,
I know that
whom
bike
she
can do it.
breastfeeds regally.
So just nod and
Horus,
don't give me
son
any
of
excuses.
Isis.
Okay.
Horus was the god of the sky, the Egyptian Apollo, and his
I will not
birthday
even know
fell
excuses.
at the winter
I don't want
solstice.
excuses because that bike can't keep
Sometime
up.
around
Yeah.
That
December.
and you were
Go
not
into
doing that.
plastic
And set it over here.
when Christian art grew hungry
That.
for a distinct female presence to worship.
Oh,
the
okay,
mother
now,
goddess
I don't want it
worshipped you.
there. Okay, night. This way. Okay, night. Okay, so you should get Teams on, and I'll talk to you there in a minute, and I have got to go lay down, Tim. Come on, baby. No, we're going out front for a few minutes. Come on, Timothy, let's go that away, okay? And stop being dicky. Come on. Let's go, come on. I've got to put this one someplace and I haven't figured out where to put it yet. I'll stand up there. If I move that, I might be able to do it. It won't stand up there, and it might sit behind this. That one might sit underneath that and hold that thing up. But I don't have it in me to move it right now. My foot is really not in a good way, Tim. Okay? And I have to go do something tomorrow. You've got cleanup all in, through, and around still. You will be working on this tomorrow morning, not in the afternoon. You're not doing this in the afternoon. You do this in the morning and get it together. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
And the bags will sit at this point just up here until you're ready to, like, not in here, just put them underneath that edge there, like where that blue thing was, until you can move them into the backyard. Okay? And if you can move them all into the backyard tomorrow, that will be good too. All right?
Yeah.
Now, as far as bags go, there should still be bags in the bottom of that. If not, there's some there. But I am really overdone, and it does look better. It looks tidier or cleaned slightly. And I've got a whole lot to do on that side and out front and out back yet. And then it's kind of quasi sort of there or not. I don't know. I don't know what to do with the other piece of fencing. I would like to keep the three of them because they actually work on the big side. And I don't know where to put the one of them. If you notice that we have a problem, that post is really significantly leaning. And I don't know why. And it doesn't want to jam back into shape. So what was your problem today other than that you stayed up too late? Because that you did as well, and you don't drink any water.
I was drinking a lot of water.
Have you taken extra potassium pills?
Yeah.
Because that will explain the vertigo, if that's what's going on for you. Yeah, it does look tidier, thank God. That's better over there too. If I could figure out, I don't know where to put the other one. The other one's as long as that one. And it won't stand up there. I can't imagine trying to hang it there because it gets in the way of the walkthrough. It may stand behind this thing, which would be okay if it did. But it will be two people to put it into place. Yes, there's Sadie. You can go in the next minute or two and find something to watch.
Do I have my morning cigarette down there? I didn't get this morning.
You know what? You can't remember to deal with the crock pot. Should you even be smoking? Should you?
Yes.
No, you should not be. No, you should not be. Did you clean up the crock pot?
Yes.
Well, you can't have that till you take this thing off and set it over there, Tim.
Oh,
That's
God.
the way this works, remember?
It's been a really long day, and I got enough done. It does look tidier out here. Yeah, it does. Sound of that bike is magnificent. Hi, Sadie's. There's Twinkie girl. Yeah, I'm still out here. No kidding. I see that. Okay, my Twinkie girl. Let's go this way. Come on. Come on. Come on, we're gonna maybe or maybe not find a light bulb. Come on. Let's go. Good girl. Come on. Well, at least it looks better in here too. Not a lot, but a little bit. How long is it? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think it'll go in by the truck. Okay, so where is Sadie? There is Sadie. Hello, what you doing? So tomorrow you're going to do what? I think Isidore is kind of over and beyond having to write down. So what are you going to do tomorrow? You're in the front and you're continuing that. There is bindweed near the front gate and raking that needs to be done as well. There are garbages that need to be emptied. And if you just leave your book there, I'm sure I'll think of something. The dog will need feeding and cleanup, but that should be self-evident. You shouldn't be having to write those things down. I'm not feeling well either. And you're coming in and just sitting for the hour and a half. You know, okay, you came inside, and I thought suddenly, fuck man, he probably hasn't done dick with the crock pot. Well, you hadn't. So, this is the stuff, Tim, that's making me crazy. It's bad enough that you're not well, you gotta come inside, and then you just sit there. You can't even unplug the crock pot?
The story of Canada's potlatch laws, of the arrest from the 1921 potlatch on Village Island, is a story most of us have never heard about in school. My name is Jonathan. I'm a Tlingit Tahltan filmmaker living in North Vancouver.
What?
But mostly people know me as Gordon Lover.
Well,
I remembered it.
you never looked at your book, did you? No, you didn't even think to do that.
Columbia. I didn't grow up on marches or indigenous dancing.
We aren't where we want to be yet, but I think that it's better because we're understanding what that was and what it did to us. And, we're in a place where we can start being strategic.
It's nice to see that, yes, hard work does pay off, but to me it's not work. To me it's doing exactly what my grandpa wanted me to do. I'm doing
It's not
exactly
about
what my family.
we're dancing for the ancestors. We're dancing for those yet, unborn. We're dancing for the sick, for the weak, for the people who are incarcerated.
In order for us to move forward, we need to leave stuff behind. And maybe it is part of that dark history that we leave behind.
I can't help but think of the 23 men.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting shirt, isn't it? Do you see the holes in it from today?
At a country of newcomers.
Yeah, it smells pretty funky. Yeah, what is all that? I don't know. It's pretty bizarre.
So she was vaccinated without any discussion about it? They're like, oh, we do for this, and I was kind of like, all right, get her done one.
How long is this?
And then not realizing, they gave him the flu shot.
Well, would you go check it, please? Because I don't know if I can make it that long. And if you want, or if you would, you can nuke microwave for 111. Oh my God, my hip is really in a bad way.
Then I went back. She said, I don't know what's wrong with his mouth. Then he went to New Jersey with her. He goes on vacation as well. Okay, so then he was at New Jersey. And he called a week later and said that it was cancer.
Another hour.
Okay. They said they would most likely have to remove his jaw.
Hey, would you nuke that for 111? We'll have to save this and you can find it for tomorrow.
And then a woman in the
What time is it?
oh, they talked to Molly Goldstein.
Yeah, well, I'm there at this point.
Cut it out.
So what have I been doing here for 20 years? Pardon me?
Putting patches on stuff.
This was literally.
I've been doing what we are doing now.
2 hours later, she was normal. And then she lived.
Did you appreciate what I was doing then?
Why don't you make a file of that's a given to you? You can later on make notes.
Probably not as much as you should.
As I do now.
Well, not as much as you should. So this is what we've been doing. And then I start moving things around, and that's why things look different, and it's called the cleanup moment, and you're not probably capable of moving the wood. True?
So we have a
Okay, so if you can look after the pine needles,
looks pale. He's
that's cool. Okay?
It's either some sort of autoimmune thing.
So we have 2 days of good weather. They called for rain today, and
for months now.
I haven't even looked at the sky. I think we're going to get it by Tuesday, Wednesday. So we are at that moment of putting it together and avoiding that. And then I've got some rain. That's fine. It will rinse everything down because it's cleaned up, and then I can try to do some paint. I was going to do that today. I never got to it. Hello, you. Okay, I'm going this way. Would you please nuke that and find your team's meeting? And I've got to go deal with downstairs. Okay.
A few days.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
take a look at him, and
Oh,
he
God.
keeps on fighting. I'll keep fighting with him.
Hello? Sam? Hi, I've got to get going, okay? Or I'm getting it together. Have you got, where are you? Where?
Okay, have you got, oh, this is what I was talking about doing with this. I wish I was just home cleaning up right now. You see what I mean by that this has to be all taken out? And this one is dead. This one's dead too. So I don't know what to do with that. There's a lot to, there's one there, and we've got coming over that. Oh, hi, I love you. Oh, okay. What?
This is difficult.
What?
This is difficult.
What is? What, doing this?
With the oxygen. What else did you do want over here?
I want these things all cleaned up. Here, raked and cleaned up.
Okay.
Okay? All right. And there's a bunch of it in behind here you will have to rake out as well. Okay? Oh, okay. And then we were raking the whole yard. But you're gonna come sit with me, Mia.
So extensive.
You're in a box.
The family decided
Is that your box?
the best life
You guys just kind of, bounce back and forth as to whose box it is. Oh, here comes Mew. Okay. Oh, you're gonna come sit with me. Thank you.
You just never know how you're going to handle the situation until...
Yes, I know. I smell interesting because I was out there. No, you're not going to rub all over it.
I certainly don't think that it would be fair or right to judge that
and then she claw or whatever. But, and by the way, when the rain came down, the rats came through like the Pied Piper of Hamilton because they're being flooded out.
What, baby, what?
And that was what was running across the yard. And they were all going that way.
Yeah, she'll be okay. I know. Scooby is
it would be so nice if my foot did not ache. Dozens of them.
And now I'm never tired.
Very, very
I've lost a certain
dozens.
anxiety.
Middle toe is quite swollen.
And that hair is just in time.
Gunk or bruised. It might be mouth, but it's quite swollen. Yeah, there's my ticky booms. Yeah, that too. Well, Tim, you weren't out in the pouring rain just now again, okay? Well, I was. And it wasn't a lot of fun. Yes, Nuki Bum. Oh, there you are. Oh yeah, I tell you, what do you make of the two of you lately? I don't know. She will be thrilled to go out that way. Okay, come on. We're going out there. Yeah, well, you're going out there. Let's go. Come on, Sadie, out. That-a-way. Come on, go. The dirty water is wash water with chemical soap in it, okay? Hello? Come on. Come on, we're gonna go sit out front and I'm gonna go do cleanup and you know, who fucking knows what. That's gotta go into the backyard too. No kidding. Any other time in the world I would have gone out for a ride on the bike, and I don't have it in me today. Not with what I've done. Okay, so you're going to go up there. I'm going to give you the camera, and then I'm going to do cleanup. All right? This is on. Please don't drop it. God damn, what a fucking mess. Should I be lodging a formal complaint? This instructor told me that my photos, basically translates to my life, pictures, don't count as a physical object or something. I told her officially, I'm not very happy with you right now. I don't completely understand this. The bottom line is, if she had a copy of all of this that I was going to present a week before, if she paid any fucking attention, she could have said something then. Yeah. 0 out of whatever is pretty bad, isn't it? Yeah. 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 And what gets me the most is that emotional thing. Excuse me, you're training me to be an EA? Well, why don't I tell some fucking kid that their life doesn't count? Because that's basically what she just said to me.
Ridiculous.
And I may be sending her an email to that effect. Saying, you know, I've thought about this a lot. I don't want to be an EA. I don't want to do what I'm being taught to do in this class, which is basically tell somebody that their life doesn't count. Because that's what you just told me. A physical object. That somehow a teapot is more important than what I've presented? Excuse me? And I am tempted to say, you know what? I have never seen such pedantic, colonial mindsets as I have in this class. I have shared Indigenous songs. Songs don't count. I shared pictures of my drum, images of work with Indigenous community, but that doesn't count. I have to pull up a teapot? How fucking colonial are you? And that's how angry I am right now tonight. Vicky said to me, don't worry, just, you know, put your head down. We'll get through it. You know what? I don't want to get through it. I want to actually call Elaine tomorrow and say, you know, I'm really bothered by this. Like, really bothered. That somehow dragging up a settler, and she's a newcomer, okay, Ngata, fine. A teapot is more important than an Indigenous song or photos of my drums and my photos of documenting what I've tried to do in my life is not important. Okay, well, I'm not a very happy camper right now. Oh, God, fucking damn. The wind mess is really bothersome. It's doing it all over the place again. This is a nightmare. This could used to be great. Hopefully, if you were feeling better, you could do this tomorrow. you could rake it into the little spots. Hello?
Yeah.
I think that karma came back and bit you in the fucking ass. Because you know what? You got to stay up lots and late. You think it makes a difference, Tim?
I didn't stay up lots and late. I was in bed by 9:15.
Yeah, well, and then you got to be up, didn't you? So maybe you should start to think of this in a magical or spiritual way. And our argument yesterday, please don't piss me off, I'm already beyond myself with a colonial settler bullshit woman. And I said to you last night, the big fight was getting to bed at a decent time. Wouldn't it have been good if you'd stayed up till 11? I think it would have been good if Karma had come and bit your ass even harder. Now, is this a card that you have to drop off at the ministries?
No idea.
Can you move that fucking thing so I can walk up here? Well, if you do, you're probably not going to do it till Friday. You've got that running full tilt. Do you think it would be an idea to put it on pulse?
I don't know, I'm breathing.
Yeah, I think the thing is I could probably afford that 0 out of whatever because I'm an A student. But there's a principle here. And people held up pictures. And she graded them and said they had an A. So mine are presented in a PowerPoint thing and suddenly they don't count? Do you see a principle here? There's something odd with that. And I'm not sure what I want to craft to Elaine yet. I think what I need to do is craft a comment that I really need to come out and talk. And that will be one of it. And be able to present my position on that. That's the personal level. The other level is Google it. Excuse me? And the first level is this class has really been a very difficult thing. It is anybody's guess what we get. There is no syllabus. There is no, here, this is what you can expect. It's just, oh, surprise! What do I come home to?
Yeah.
And that on an academic level is bad. Like, that is bad. And number 2, now we're going to do the academic level with Google it! Excuse me? And number 3, on a real personal note, here's the personal note. This is about as colonial as it can get. And I would suggest that, you know, that's bad. I suspect if I was indigenous, I wouldn't have been nailed to the wall and said 0. Because that's what I presented. And I will give you the freaking tape thing and everything else. And on top of that, Glenda had the assignment a week or more in advance and never gave me the heads up. But this is par for the course. That she just doesn't reply.
So, where did that come from? Maybe I left that one out here. I don't remember doing it, but I guess I did. Okay. So, my sense is, Tim, with what's going on right now with you is basically a karma thing that came back to get you. You have told me that it's cool if you stay up till whenever. You know what? It's not cool, is it? Is this as much proving to you as anything? What have you been like today?
Yeah.
And you've had a bit of a nap, or you do look like you would have died. So what time are you going to bed tonight, Tim?
9 o'clock.
I guess that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you like being like this?
No.
Okay. So what are we going to watch tonight? Did you... What?
Don't know yet.
Well, then I guess you better go in the house and figure that out. Well, you've been up for the last hour, Tim. So I will bring Sadie in a few minutes. If you want me to come up there, well, then please go do that. And if you don't, I will go in the house and do something else. Hello, Sadie. Are you coming back to get me to come in there? I'm gonna come in. Come on. Okay, let's go. Come on. I'm coming. Yes, I'm coming too. Come on, Tinky Buns. You're a good girl, no kidding. God fucking damn. Yeah, this Tinky butt. Oh, the peeky. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go get this organized. Wait. And you know what? I don't have the timeline anymore, Tim. I actually don't. I just do not have the timeline. And I've had a timeline for a lot of years with you that I've said, oh, okay, that's how we'll do it. I don't have it no more in my life.
Tree lumber, big tree for him.
Now, how many water fills have you had today?
4 is left.
How many water fills? Hold my hands. Okay, you can show me your ankles and your fingers are cold, but they always are. I don't hate you, Tim. Okay? I really don't. But you are not taking things seriously. That was the fight last night, or the argument I had with you. I don't care to deal with a 2-year-old. You have to take responsibility for yourself. And if not, you're an adult, and I guess if you want to die, that's your business. That's the bottom line. Now, what do you want to do?
I'd rather not die.
What?
I'd rather not die.
Well, then I guess you have to take some responsibility for yourself. Being up at night is not a good thing, is it? Even if you think you can stay up till 10 or 11, the way you are today, you feel miserable. But the way you're cognitively is what happens after you stay up. On nights that you've stayed up. And that's what I deal with. Okay, so I want you to eat that. You have not eaten enough today, and you have to eat. You have to keep a calorie count of some sort. So please get that into you, okay? And if you want, you can turn this on because I don't know how. And well, you don't even care right now. You're not answering me. I'll have to ask my girl. Oh, her. Yeah, her. Oh, her. What is this? Pardon me? Oh my goodness. Oh, is it? Oh, maybe it is. Okay, I'll have to look at it. I thought it was even further north.
And word spread.
Thank you. And you know, you were up at 4, an hour and a half later, Tim.
Dad was actually working back there.
Okay, so you feel miserable, but I want you to think about that.
Found out about it. He eventually started
That's a long timeline, right?
Finally saw the ball.
And a week or so when you said you didn't think you needed it, I think you do. I think you've got some kind of pneumonia or something again, which is how you're behaving.
I started to realize, whoa,
and you did this before and never called the doctor when you were supposed to.
And that's when the
and you're doing it again.
Came in back there.
So I guess the question is, what do you want me to do?
You drive in on the roads, the main line, and the first thing you see, you saw it. Come around the corner.
So, you know, it's bad metaphor, but you know what? If somebody keeps jumping into deep water, eventually the lifeguard says, fuck, they want to drown? Let them drown. I don't know what to do, Tim.
So, you're in a regular
show me your ankles.
You go climbing, if you're in the Eldred, there's possible water crossing with banks. There's a 34-mile drive to get there. So
you're probably fine. You don't need that water pill tonight.
Just the element of involvement.
You maybe should take another potassium tonight. And I think that I'm going to diagnose you and say you take that other
great training ground. There's a lot of safe places around.
Red pill tonight. You had one this morning. That will give it 12 hours early, which won't be enough to kill you. And you do the extra. And it's possible that maybe you missed one, which is enough to make things complicated.
That the boys, the pioneers.
What year were you born?
Went to establish
I can't hear you.
Skills on big levels.
The climbing preview is really small.
Okay. What did you do yesterday?
It was just like no more than 6 people. It was tiny. So
Monday, Wednesday,
when
Friday.
Rob and Colin decided to go up to the Eldred and do the main line,
what did you do yesterday?
They could find, and do a route up this huge wall, right?
And I decided at the time that we're going to do a big A climb.
Yesterday was not Wednesday.
No, the biggest.
Oh, we did it Monday.
Didn't realize it at the time, but I was looking at a wall that was comparable down.
Okay, so already you've kind of, not necessarily failed the test, answered my questions about what's going on. You're not sure what yesterday was. You know you were born in 57. Your responses are very, very slow.
And they took on
and
a huge undertaking.
That's kind of the reality, right?
Way out there.
Or do you disagree with me?
Our first attempt, we got about 10 pitches up the wall, and we're still 3 days.
Pardon me?
Out of water.
I did my pills Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I'm not talking about your antibiotic right now, Tim. Am I?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I asked you a couple questions, and you really didn't give the correct answers, which if you were on board, you would have. So you have 2 options. You can try to stay in control, or you can decide that I have thrown you a lifeline and you have to trust. And I have said everything I can think to say time and time again.
I just had this incredible, overwhelming feeling of being so far away from everything.
I'm not hearing you.
Let's make the signal clear.
Colin was hitchhiking home from
What do you think you want?
And you know those
What is it do I want?
Hazard, no stopping, right? Well, he climbed
I said the word trust him.
sign on the side of the Squamish Highway. And then when they climbed the Maynard,
I do not have
to the top of the 5th pitch and bolted it to the belly at the top of the 5th pitch.
bad stuff in intent for you.
The fact that it has never been repeated is a good test.
But I cannot deal with this 2-year-old routine that you're doing.
It has stood the test of time. It's definitely.
So you're going to take those things tonight before I go in. Would you please eat your food or something that you've got there to eat? We're not going to worry about that now. You're going to eat right now. Would you please do that?
So it was a bit traumatizing when we went in there and suddenly they're all in there with their machines and trucks and helicopters.
When you're in the valley bottom, you don't really notice it. As you get up on the wall, part of the privilege of it is you get to gain that version of other things. And so you see these enormous cuts, these massive cuts, and you get that image from Google Earth, from drone footage. But without that perspective, it's hard to really grasp the enormity of the cuts.
Okay, so you have a vertigo, is that it? What do you mean by that? Okay.
Like I was saying, I grew up here, so
I'm only going to be out here for about the next half hour, and I will take time and do some Googling.
And that's
and see what I can come up
so
with.
Now they're going for the.
I think a lot of it may be from being up last night, as well as the anxiety, which will actually trigger an attack.
And cut, so now you're left with these last.
Do you understand what I mean?
Patches, here and there.
So what went on with the van? You were like this after that.
Probably wouldn't have been feasible.
You're like it again.
To log, and now through the demand and through.
I'm just going to remind you, I have no reason to try to tweak the facts.
Companies have moved farther and farther up the valleys now.
I just tell you what I observed.
So now they're getting into the
You need to eat something you haven't eaten all day, except some grapes. The sugar is enough to cause issues. You've got to get that into you, and you've got another one to eat tonight.
They're waiting because the valley bottom timber
and right now for a normal person, healthy person to eat 2 meals would be fine. That is not COPD. COPD requires excessive calories.
And it's really sad to see that.
So would you get on with eating, please? And I'll just sit here and babble, all right?
That's why
I have
patch that's below Amon Root is so
no reason
important.
to tell you that, you know, or I'm not trying to kill you. I really have no payoff if you're dead. Just more issues. I don't know what that is, but there's ham in it and a bunch of vegetables and onions. So work with it, okay?
I'll trail the two. Yeah, I'll trail both those.
I'm not sure why you did not contact me last night when the power went out. I recognize there's issues with the phone. Whether or not we need to be running those walkie-talkies, and I don't even know if they'll work. You really should have brought your oxygen out, gone out front, and banged on the window. Hey, that's what you should have done. But you didn't. So I don't know why. Maybe you thought you were going to let me sleep, but that was stupid.
It has the same sense of remoteness and wellness to some of the places.
It's really not called being nice. It's called being not following what I've requested and said. If something happens, you have to go that far. If you can get downstairs to get your oxygen, get up here and do everything else you did with a flashlight, you could have got your oxygen, gone to the front window,
trees.
And I wouldn't have been thrilled. I would have been madder in hell at the fucking city. But it would have taken the edge off of where you're at today, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, this is right where the true character of the trail comes out too.
So
Still the completely
you really do need to go to bed, maybe even earlier than 9. But
There's spots out
minimum
there where
at
you
9.
cross from second growth forest into an old growth
Hello?
forest where there's a line.
Please eat. I'm kind of hoping we're at least going to drive down to Langley this weekend, okay? And if Mew wants to eat some, well, let her eat some.
So intertwined to eliminate one. I would love to say that we'll just continue climbing, but you're talking 40 miles.
The weather was not very cooperative today, Tim. I came in, I said to Kevin was really good. He pulled the bike junk out of there and whatnot this morning. And when I came in and I said to him, thank you for doing it, I was going to go out and do it. And it has just opened up with a cloud burst. And I said, I can't do this in this kind of weather. And then I was going to go back out, and it did it again. And I said, don't worry, thank you for doing it. I've got it this far. I'll go out and deal with that. I need to talk to him. Would the saw all take the lower branches off of the cedar out front?
Instead of walking through ancient,
it should?
you're going to have to traverse.
So if Kevin was able to run it, I wouldn't need a chainsaw, right?
No.
Okay. I need to talk to him about that. Because the saw all might be enough to take 10 branches out. I don't think it will take out the dead tree. In fact, the dead tree can fucking stand there for all I care.
I'm not opposed
It looks cool. I'll put a fucking snake up it. Eventually the little bit of tree stuff will fall off. It'll just be this dump thing.
What all cabin makers would desire to use. It's clear, it's tight, vertical grain, strong, solid.
But he doesn't have to get rid of the bikes. The bikes have gone away. Somebody picked them up already. There's some tires out there yet. And I said, well, if I'll throw them at the end of the alley. But I suspect they'll be gone by tomorrow. And next door, some dude that was next door doing work for Mark said, what are you doing? I said, I'm trying to clean up the alley.
I essentially build things and climb.
Wait.
These are two of the biggest things.
What are you doing?
I've been pretty privileged to build houses all over
Pardon me?
the world. Vertical
Well, you're going to have to, Tim.
Generally, it's the best
So please keep going. Okay? Please. Pardon me? Please.
They are intertwined ancient links. The mill is still in operation, but it's only operating at roughly 10%
What is that
of its
thing on?
previous capacity. I mean, but that's the story of many towns in British Columbia.
What is that thing on?
Resource extraction.
What is that on?
Finding ways to diversify their economies as those industries
What's the highest?
changed.
Put it to 8, please.
Go
put it to 8.
Has, for a long time started to emerge from being a one mill town or one industry town, and is diversifying its economy. And what's leading the way is tourism. If we can showcase that,
Don't put it to 10 yet. Put it to 8.
Work together with forestry, I think we'll be all right.
Has it been on 6 for a while?
There's been so much influx and really
Put it to
cool
8.
people moving into town.
Now I want you to sit down, and I'm going to try to listen to this, and we're going to do some other stuff. Okay?
It's not just rock climbing. And
I want you to put your hands in your lap like this, like this, upright, and I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to breathe in and breathe out, and I want you to do it at your own pace because my pace won't be your pace. And I want you to start breathing in and breathing out. Put it in your mouth if you have to.
Forward to this. I can't wait to kind of see how the meaning of the adventure is going to become a deeper meaning.
I want you to close your eyes.
In another sense too, like a little bit like
Close your eyes.
people, things are going to change, and so how to
Close your eyes.
weird push-pull
Now we're going to do 30 breaths.
You know, I'm excited to see
In.
the teams. I'm excited to meet these new Pioneer people and
Out.
talk to them. I'm excited to, you know, share their adventure. And then on the other hand, I'm like, oh, you know, it's going to change things. There's going to be a whole bunch of people out here. Suddenly I'm going to go on my adventure, and I really am going to run into people out there where before I never did.
In.
Right? But I know that, you know, the people that are going to come,
Out.
they're coming for that raw, untamed experience.
In.
They're going to just add to it. They're going to add to the history.
Out.
And they're going to add to the depth and color of our area.
In.
Yeah, it's an interesting,
Out.
interesting feeling. It's interesting. It's going to be a fun next couple of years.
In. Out. In.
Check skit.
Out. In.
I'm going to come up here and there's going to climb on every pitch.
Out. In. 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 Out. You changed your hands. Take my hand, please. Okay, now what's happening for you right now?
Breathing is all confused. It's breathing way too high.
What?
It's way too high.
Do you realize that your voice sounds better and you are actually making more sense? So I don't know what has been going on the last little bit, but I'm doing my own doctoring, okay? I don't want you to take your... What does that mean?
It's just me getting my...
What does that mean?
I love you.
Okay, good. Don't want you to take the extra antibiotic tonight yet. You are to do that when I talk to you tonight. And I'm just going to make this up as I go along because Joel is not really being very helpful. Even with my foot, he's not. Okay? But those calls I've made, look at me. He makes $200 a pop on those calls. It's pretty wild, isn't it? Yeah. What an easy job anymore. Okay. Okay. Now, breathe for a bit with it on that. You can turn this down tonight.
Well, I'm gonna. Because the more you use, the more you get used to using.
Well, right now,
turned it
Tim,
down.
the way... I want you to get up and walk over to the microwave and back.
With what?
I want you to walk to the microwave and back. Okay, good. Come on back. How is your vertigo?
Still bad.
It's still there.
Yeah.
You know, you actually seem more stable, though, with what I had on tape 5 minutes ago. So we're just kind of doing our because I'm kind of in this with you. I don't like playing doctor here, okay? But we're kind of doing our own therapy. So we're going to get a little more oxygen into you. And by the way, I have had my 3rd level first aid. I can't be that bad off, okay? Yeah? Because guess what? You don't have it, but I've got it. And we're going to get a little bit more oxygen into you. So I'm going to sit here for the next 10 minutes. Why don't you go over there and pop it to 10 for 10 minutes, and let's see what happens. It isn't gonna hurt you. And we're gonna see what happens. And some of what I'm doing is what I need to know if you needed to do something. Okay, come over here and sit down. You're going to sit here for 5 or 6 minutes with it. Come on, is it at 10? Well then, come over here and sit down. Because I'm going to send you back there in 5 minutes. And those filters, you know, I don't know what they're doing there. Okay, so you're going to take this fan and move it out of your fucking way. So please do that next. And then you're going to fix your cord that you'll have to fix with it. Because it's all over the place. And it's wrapped. Do you see a problem here, Tim? I see a problem here. Okay. So I want you to just sort of do some breathing now, okay? So I don't have to count, or otherwise I just want you to work with that for a few minutes. All right? I want, this is not just for posterity. This is for me if I need to look at this and say, what am I seeing? Okay?
Way too strong.
Pardon me?
It's way too strong.
It's way too strong.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
A little dizzy.
Okay, but you felt dizzy before, so that's all the same thing.
Different dizzy.
Okay, that's fine. We're not going to go very long with this.
It's good.
Okay. Okay, so you can put it down to, what have you got it on, 6?
10.
No, but you're going to put it on what, 6?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a dial there, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, come over here and you're going to start to talk to me. And I want you to have a philosophical conversation. I don't care about what. But you're going to have one. Now what are you doing? Okay, that's fine. Bring that over. And you're going to come and have some kind of conversation. I don't care about what. What are we going to talk about?
There's way too much air.
Pardon me?
There's way too much air.
Why did you say that?
Because it made me a little weird.
I want you to elaborate and keep talking about this. I didn't ask you to take a drink of coffee or otherwise.
I have to ask before I can have coffee.
Yeah. So keep talking.
No.
But what? No what?
You ask. I have to ask before coffee.
Okay, I want you to have a philosophical or conversation, and you are now talking. Please proceed.
The rudiments of that conversation. I don't think it's really anywhere. If I want a cup of coffee, I'll have a cup.
Are you a 2-year-old?
No.
What year were you born?
57.
What did you do yesterday?
Tried to clean up outside. Which I didn't do very well. Thank God you were helpful.
What did you do the day before yesterday? And what was the day before yesterday?
Before yesterday would have been oh my gosh. Saturday.
No, wrong. Come here. You've got gunk on your beard. I don't know what that is. Okay. What is the day today?
Today's Monday.
No. What is the day today? It's Tuesday. What was the day before yesterday?
The day before yesterday would have been Sunday.
What did you do Sunday?
We actually did classes.
Good. What did you do Friday?
So I ended up took a loading of bottles for air.
Yes. Who did you see Friday?
Some of the old boys.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there. You are clearer right now, Tim, than you have been all night. Whether that over there made you dizzy or not. And I'm not stupid, and my instructor's an idiot, and I probably can do a pretty good diagnosis. And you actually are clearer, because an hour ago you didn't know what the day was, and you didn't know what you did yesterday, and you didn't know anything. Now, you're not really on board yet, but you are answering questions better. Okay? So we have issues with your oxygen take is my prognosis. And I'm doing this for a lot of reasons, Tim. I may have to talk to Joel. I actually have to talk to his fucking idiot receptionist and say, you know what? I'm tired of playing doctor. I need to talk to him, and I want him to call today. Okay? So I need some thoughts to give him. Are you okay with that? You understand? Okay. He's a younger doctor, and I'm sure he will honor the fact that I have tried to do as much diagnosis as I can. I don't think it's your feet and your water. Your ankles look pretty good. I do think that there might be something going on with a flare-up. There's a flare-up, it can trigger pneumonia. You realize that? You can end up with pneumonia even if you aren't exposed to anything because you're COPD. That's the way it is. That's why you're going to do the extra thing tonight. But you are clearer since doing a few minutes on 10 than you have been all night. Wow, huh? Yeah. What do you want to say to me now? And I want you to think about something that...
That's really strange.
What?
That's really strange.
Yeah, it is really strange, isn't it? What did we do on Mother's Day, Tim?
Nothing for you.
What?
Nothing for you.
Where did we go?
I don't think where we did go.
Okay, I'm pushing it here. We went to White Rock. What did we do in White Rock on Mother's Day?
Went to a burger place.
What? No, we didn't. You did not eat a burger. What did you eat?
Fish and chips.
Okay, so, you know, that's neither here nor there. I know that because I can think of the pictures or I would forget to.
Yeah.
But do you feel any clearer right now?
Any which?
Clearer.
Yeah.
Go put that back up to 10 for a couple minutes, please. And you can't pass out. I'm up here. It's good. No arguments. You're not going to be a 2-year-old. I love it. Put it on 8. I would like to live whatever time we have out, not crying at night, Tim. And I think that's a legitimate request. Okay? So, I don't know when you smoked those. I put those out there before we went out front, so I don't know where you've put them. If you've hid them someplace, that's another story. But I'm taking the lighter and it goes downstairs. And that's where it should be kept. Okay? Now, how are you feeling right now? Have you turned that down yet? Okay, what is it on now?
5 or 6.
Okay. How are you feeling?
Well, with the stress, just from this little...
You feel like shit. Okay, yeah. What else?
Stress.
What?
Stress.
How are you feeling? On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling?
Oh, a little stressed.
That's not what I asked. A scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling?
Stress.
That's not what I asked. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling? Okay. How are you feeling earlier at 2 o'clock?
5.
So it's come up a little. I actually think that you're low on your oxygen levels. That's my take. And that's a legitimate kind of observation because you sound clearer. Your voice is clearer. And by the way, I was out in the back tidying stuff up, which is why I'm a couple minutes late and I didn't think it would hurt you. You have to eat more tonight. Okay? Okay, what do you need to talk about? This is your big moment.
I could use some nicotine right about now.
Okay, you probably could, but the odds are you're not going to get it. Oh well. And the other thing is are you good for a thing of Nicorette? Or can you qualify for any of it? Have you got Nicorette gum?
Yeah.
Then go and chew one of them fucking things. Go get it. Where is it? And where did it come from? Did you buy it?
Yeah, quite a while ago.
Okay, well then go and fucking chew it, because you know what? I 2 years or 3 years ago gave you $600 worth of this stuff. And I did give you $600 worth of it. And that's a lot. So whether or not I put a cigarette out there tonight remains to be seen. Odds are I won't. There is a cigarette and a half that has disappeared since about 4 o'clock. I don't know if you smoked it. You may well have gotten it and brought it up here at 4 o'clock. But you know what? Oh well, too bad. So have that, and I will try to get one of those out there tomorrow. And you actually, I have to think about this. You're a little shaky, but give me the goddamn thing and I'll open it. They're fucking. Did you get it? Oh, okay. Well, they're fucking shit. Whatever. You seem a little clearer than you have goddamn day, which has not been good for Tim. Okay? Whether you knew it or not. So, I'll get a cigarette out there for tomorrow morning for you. Alright? And what time is it? It's about 8 something, and I need to go eat something. It says 7:16 over there. Well, why does that say 7:15? 16. Well, what?
Both had to be set.
Go look at the microwave and figure out which one it is. And don't roll your eyes at me, please. Go look at the computer before the microwave and figure out which one it is. What time is it? It's 8:15. Okay, well then I should go in the basic whatever. You can come sit over here and we'll talk for a minute if you want. And I've got to go eat something myself and get on with whatever else I've got to get on with. You're still feeling a certain amount of vertigo? Okay. What do you mean by vertigo?
You're stable.
Oh, okay, I haven't caught any of that, Tim.
My feet aren't stable.
Okay, so you're feeling dizzy. Okay. Well, whether or not you turn that up remains to be seen. Like I said, the stress levels from last night is enough to kick an attack, is what they call it. And I hope you're cognizant. What does the word cognizant mean?
Means you understand.
Good. Okay. And I'm not trying to talk down to you. I'm kind of trying to assess where you're at.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm hoping you're cognizant to understand that after the thing with the van, you were like you were earlier today. And you were like that for almost 2 days. So whether you knew that or not, that's what I experienced. I have yet to start keeping a journal, and I've wondered if I should be. And saying, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened. So whatever went on last night was pretty scary. Can we talk about that so you can go to bed good in the next... You've got 10 minutes of me, the therapist, here, okay? You can smile and giggle on that.
Where would you like me to start from?
Well, you tell me what last night was for you.
Scary.
It was scary. It was scary. So you lost power. What happened?
I didn't realize I lost power. I woke up and realized I couldn't breathe.
Okay. And then what?
Each time, I thought, well, it's the machine. Yeah, the machine's beeping. Well, the lights are out. Damn, you lost power.
Okay, go get your flashlight and put it over there right now, please. We're going to assess these.
That's not where it was.
Go get your flashlight and put it over by the bed, which is where it should be. So we're just gonna work through these things or moments as we go, okay? Let me see the flashlight. Oh. Okay, watch. Oh. Okay, put that beside the bed, please. Now see if it sticks to the base of that lamp. No. And you've got the goddamn thing on.
You have it on.
Well, you have it on. Put it over near the... Okay. Put it on the other side of your clock radio. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to reach in that area. And I want you to grab it. Do you... Okay. So you know where it is. Open your eyes. Now that's where that should be living. Is right there. Now, what else happened last night? And by the way, you could say, thank you, you're brilliant.
Thank you, you're brilliant.
Well, I am. Okay. And Tim, I want you to think for a minute, what have I done for years for me?
Stuff where you know what it is.
When the power goes out, my house is pitch black. And I better know exactly where to reach for something.
Why do you whisper?
I'm not whispering. I just said, I better know exactly where to reach for something. I better know where this is. I better know where the steps are. I better know all sorts of this. So I want you to close your eyes and reach for that again. Okay, the clock radio is basically the touchstone. Okay, good. So what else happened last night? Because this is important to process. You got the tank, you brought it up, and then what? You sat in the dark.
Pretty much that.
So that was stressful, and you can't even tell me how long you did it. I suspect you did it 2 hours, minimum. I kind of roused a little around 5, and I turned over. And the reason I think that's when the power came on is because I've got lights that go on in my area, and that's what roused me. So because the clock was flashing at 3:05, which is where the power lost, and it won't continue, my clock radio, you were probably 2 hours out here in the dark with a tank and didn't want to go to sleep, yeah? Because it was scary. You think I don't? I don't know if I fully know, but I think I can have empathy and understand. Okay? And that was pretty bad. So at 5 o'clock or so, the power came on. Was it light out?
Yeah.
That should be about 5 o'clock. That won't change my stuff in there. It'll still say 3:05. So 5 o'clock, and I came to Tim at 6:15 and went, ah! That's not when I get up. And the reason I knew it was 6:15 because it was saying 3:05 and it was light through my heavy curtains. And I'm going, oh shit. And I looked at the phone that said 6:15 and I thought, oh my God, the power's been out. And I wasn't sure what had gone on with you, and I got up and I did this and that and went upstairs and I buzzed you at 20 to 7. And you were a basket case. And I came out and found you and you were a basket case. Okay, so we got a lot of levels here. First of all, you can't stay up all night, right?
No.
What should you be doing the next time this happens?
If I get hold of you.
How are you going to do that? I want you to close your eyes. We're going to walk this through about 5 times and hope to God it gets in your brain. Close your eyes. The power is out. Now what do you do?
5 o'clock.
Okay. Find it. Okay, you've got that. Turn it on. Good. Don't open your eyes. Now what do you do? Now what do you do? You've got light. Now what do you do? You've got no oxygen. What do you do? Go for your tank. What do you do after you get your tank? Pardon me? Wrong. You have to go out because you can't access me unless I have no faith in those fucking those things, whatever they are. You have to go out past the dog to the front. You got a fucking flashlight. Give me that. I want you to watch very carefully. You have a flashlight. You can go out past the dog, up to that window. What are you going to do at that window? You're going to bang the shit out of it, but not the window. I don't want it broken. You start banging on beyond the swing on the whatever. Guess what? It will wake me up. Okay, so we're going to play this again. Put that over there. Tim, I've been through this with you and talked about it, okay? Put it over on the other side of your block. I would actually prefer to lose the 2 hours sleep than live through what I lived through today, Tim. Okay? And I haven't lived through a lot of fun.
What?
I have not lived through a lot of fucking fun! Beep, beep, beep. So it would be better if you followed the instructions, wouldn't it? Okay, so, let's stop the tape.
Find out first if it's a machine.
Beep, beep. What do you do? Let's go through it. What do you do?
Find my flashlight.
Well, I guess you should be showing me. Beep, 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 beep. Turn it on. Now what do you do?
There's the machine.
Pardon me?
Find out if it's a machine.
Okay, there's no power. What do you do, Tim?
grab my flashlight.
And then what?
Then see it's the machine.
What?
Then see it was the machine.
No, what do you do? There's no fucking power. The machine don't work. What do you do?
Looking for my tank.
Okay, then what do you do?
Come back up here.
No, Tim, we've been through this already. What do you do? Beep, 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 beep. What if you have to come get me? What do you do?
Beep, beep, beep,
beep. Tell me what you're going to do. Turn your flashlight off. We're going to try it one more time.
Go upstairs. Go slide. Get my
What?
knock on you.
Okay, where are you going to knock and what are you going to do?
Up on the deck.
Where's the deck?
Go to Sadie.
Past Sadie, okay. And you should be able to do that. You have a body memory. Okay. And then you have to get out there. If there is no light, it's going to be scary. You're going to need that to go up to bang on. What are you going to bang on?
The window at the front.
Not the window, but the metal, okay? I can put something out there like a stick, even on the whatever that you can use to bang. And trust me, that will wake me up. And I don't know what to do with even those call things, Tim. I don't think they're reliable. And if the power goes out, the phone's gone. And that's the world that we're in. And I would prefer if you ended up with me out here to help field this. Because where you're at is not good. And I am concerned about that. Okay? And I think you were very heroic last night to end up with your tanks. Now the other bottom line is keeping a tank up here. You could bring one up here, but then you got to carry it down there because you don't have two regulators. But that flashlight should be right there. You don't need it over there because that's during the day, right? That's where that flashlight should be. Always. So put your flashlight up there unless...
With this, it's over there. This is up. The second screen.
Fine. Then put it back. Put it over there and let's do the thing one more time so I can go in and go to bed. Ready? This is what they are doing in the schools, and I'm doing fucking earthquake drills regularly. Beep, 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 beep. Start again. Put it over there and close your eyes. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, now you tell me what you're going to do.
Head downstairs. Make it all.
What?
Head downstairs, naked and all.
Yeah, naked and all. Okay. I like that. That's good. Now what?
Find the altitude.
Good. Now what?
Bring it up here.
What?
Go up front.
Ah, better. Now where are you going?
Go around front.
Okay, and Sadie's gonna go, wow, he's naked. Okay? And then what?
Wake you up.
Okay, how do you wake me up?
Bang on the metal.
The metal? No, the wood stuff.
Wood.
Okay, so knock. Come on, start knocking on it. Take your hand and knock. No, here. Here. Knock. You're knocking on the wood thing. I haven't woken up. What are you going to do now?
Yell.
Yell. Yell. Yell.
Yes.
Okay, knock again and yell. Knock again and yell. What are you
Hey,
gonna?
you.
Hey!
Yeah.
I want to hear you do it at volume. Come on, you can do it. You can scream if you have to.
Yes, I will do.
Well, do it now.
Yes, dear.
Come on.
I don't have to. I'm not going to.
Yeah, you do have to. And the reason is if we don't practice this, Tim, it won't happen.
Hey!
Good. And I haven't answered yet. Now what are you going to do? Okay, I am going to get something to sit on the swing that I'm going to show you that you can bang it. You can't break a window. Don't you dare fucking break a window. That you don't even have to bang on, you don't have to bang on the pallet. You could bang on the swing. I got a piece of metal that you could practice banging on the swing. Trust me, that will wake me up. Okay? So we're going to go through this a few times, and I hate to say I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. Those fucking walkie-talkies are not reliable. So your best bet is to...
We've never used them.
They don't work anyway. I've tried. Your best bet is to come and find me. That's old school. Because, by the way, if you needed to call an ambulance, it won't be happening anyway. So you better be able to access me. And if you can go downstairs and get tanks and bring them up here, look at me. If you can do that, then you're capable of getting a tank and finding me. Yes? And this is not a thing about whether or not I want to sleep all night. I really don't want to live through another night or day like today. Okay? And I have to go to the bathroom and pee like you wouldn't believe. And I look at me and try to smile or wave because you look like shit. Well, you actually do. And I'm dealing with Arnie on his last legs today, Tim. That's what today has been. Well, okay. It's been scary last night, right?
No.
What's today been?
Shitty.
It was shitty for you. What was it for me?
No.
Shitty. Okay. So, I don't really hate you, Tim. I've told you that.
Yep.
But I'm not willing to deal with a 2-year-old either. Okay. Where is your Dwinky thing? Where are you putting that? Where are you putting that? Good! Now we're happening. Okay. I've got to go that way. I am overwhelmed with a lot of things that are going on. My hip hurts. My toe is real bad. And Joel is an ass. So is my instructor. I haven't decided what to do with her yet. She will not even reply.
Really?
So to her, you know, Glenda, I'm really not happy. I need you to know that. And she'll just ignore it. And I think I'm going to send her an email in the next day or two and say, you know, I am seriously disappointed in this program. I am seriously disappointed in colonialism. I'm disappointed in all sorts of things. I don't expect you to change my mark. But I have the need to tell you, this is the most colonial kind of response going. That somehow a teapot is more important than an Indigenous song about women in prison. And trust me, I will craft it well. And you know what? I have lost a lot of faith in any leadership in this class. Sounds good, doesn't it? I think so. Because that email's going to stand me in good stead when I go to fucking Seabird. Okay, I've got to go pee next, and there's Nia, and
The other thing that might be
overwhelmed,
going on
and-
is you have taken something, which may be why you're clearer. I don't expect you to know this. Look at me. I actually don't. You better realize it. You will not necessarily know this. If you were in delirium and a fever, you won't know any of this. Well, a lot of what's going on is that, but since you've done more oxygen, you are clearer. What is your name?
Timothy.
Okay. What is your name, birth date, and where were you born?
December 11, 57. Born in Copeland, no, actually, Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah, okay, close enough. What year were you born?
57.
Okay. And how long have you lived here? Oh, now I'm asking you to really think.
Born in 57.
How long have you lived here?
Oh, okay. 57 years?
You have not lived here 57 years. When did you arrive here? I know it feels like forever. Was it 20? Let me give you 3 ideas. 2005, 1986, 1997.
86.
What?
86.
I'm wrong. Okay. You're really not there yet. Okay. So all of that is not to make you feel foolish, Tim. It's for me to kind of assess where we're at. Please pull that out, eat it, and I can meet you on Teams in a minute or two, okay? What?
Going on Teams.
Well, you can do that in a minute. You can go on there. Tim, I'm running late on my own timeline.